deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Throwing, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the 2nd overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Cooper fast with a feet. Still fighting for more.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 44, Jones.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Bust through the tackle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the after. To a great start. Nothing our score after 1.
On first down, Barkley. Powerful running.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Barkley.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Yeah, once more, strong running and some blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff to Barkley.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Step Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll check this one down to Carter, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run with Barkley.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Airing one out for Crowder. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims as time expires in the first half. And the Jets get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the...
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Wilson.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. pass incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A give, Carter running right.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Carter. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And I think it's safe to say we know who the game ball's probably going to after this one.
Without a doubt, they're going to stand up in the middle of the locker room after the game, and the head coach is going to say, great performance, terrific, game ball. Right here, got presented to him. And if he's smart, he'll accept the game ball and then say, dinner on me for the offensive line and the best steakhouse in town. Make sure those guys are taken care of.
Those O-linemen have helped him to 4 touchdown runs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jones.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones.
He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it's good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones.
He's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now Wilson on 1st down. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Keelan Cole, 31 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Pharaoh Cooper now going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. And quickly, they get to the line. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Jones throwing on fourth down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. This is Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll run with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley, and the Giants have taken the lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. And this one complete again to Mims. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Quinnen Williams in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.